I'm good, and now we're here, hitting one of the best sessions of my life.
So we're out at Moiben this morning.
Oh yeah.
Jake Robertson is attempting a super difficult workout, and to help him, our man Kandi, but also Zane Robertson and his crew paced the first 10 kilometers. It's gonna be wild.
I know this was a key workout for him, so when he gave word that he needs some help, me and the boys, we slightly adjusted the session so we could come and just help him out. Community, right?
Together we accomplish more, hey? Is the Kenyan motto.
Yeah. I don't know the session either. All I know is my session. We're helping him for the first 10K in like 307, 305 pace. We're in a different preparation at the moment. He's like in the end of his marathon preparation before the taper begins. Our marathon sessions will begin in like another 2 weeks from now, after a 15K time trial here.
What are your plans for 2022?
I just want to get back racing again. I want to run a marathon to contend for the podium, contend for the win again, like I did in Gold Coast. I'm always inspired by trying to compete for the win and such things like that. Time will come. Later on in the year, I might target a faster course. I can't say where I'll be running early this year.
That's an important question, Zane. Do you wipe with sticks, stones, or leaves?
Leaves. If you're just in the forest, man, there's good leaves and there's bad leaves. I will never remove my sock to wipe my ass. I've had the works. Dude, man, there's worse things in this world than taking a shit and not having toilet paper.
What's the plan?
10K on, 1K off, 9K on, 1K off, 8K on, 1K off to finish. The plan is to hit around 135, possibly 134, which is a 310, 308 average for the whole session. Scares the shit out of me. And I thought about what's the most difficult way to run a 135, 134. The 1K recovery actually makes it more difficult. So it's going to be incredibly tough. People wondering why we come so early. Well, anybody in E10 right now who's felt that wind we're trying to beat. Plus, everything in life's routine. So race day prep, get used to race day, Marathon, we get up early in the morning, we're out and running. I got up extra early and had my breakfast, and here we are. Go time, boys! Let's run into it, guys. After the bumper. Yeah.
Well done, man.
Woo! 1:33.10, 3:06 average.
Phew!
I'm good. No hands on the knees, man. Never. That hill work session I did with COVID, I was closer to putting hands on the knees. I was breathing like hell on that one. I was wondering why. So apparently I had COVID.
How was it?
After the COVID?
Yeah.
I was fatigued, really. I had 48 hours of like fever, really terrible. And then I didn't train for 1 week. No, I just had fatigue, and then had a lingering cough. Cough was annoying, but I was able to do some easy jogging for another week and got back into hard work after that. I felt really good. So I had a 40k, had a fartlek session, and now we're here, hitting one of the best sessions of my life. So
Can you tell me more about today's session?
you better ask the Kenyans how good 1:33 for 30k is, especially here on Moiben. Pretty insane. But you know, it's a training session. No flowers here. That cough I got right now is purely training cough. It was just that hard.
You looked smooth though, you looked really smooth.
It's my last real key marathon workout. My coach, which is my alter ego, he told me to push, and I pushed. You know, I blew up on the last part. I got like the lactic feel that you get in the last 10k of a marathon, or the last, you know, 5, 6k. Wherever you start to get it, you're gonna get it. And I got that feeling for the whole last 10k of this session today, and I was able to still maintain the 3:0s. Really looking like I'm onto a good one.
And I'm just wondering the thought process behind breaking it down 10, 9, 8 like that.
Doing 30k straight, you get rhythm. You can progress. You don't have to go fast, slow, fast, slow. So that's why you'll see me dropping off. I'm trying to control myself like a race situation. You're going to get those guys surging, you know, blowing themselves up early. So by dropping off and continuing my pace and my rhythm, it's good mental training as well. But doing the 1k recovery, having to slow down, really messes up the rhythm. So to do that and then pick up again, it makes it more difficult. Yeah, the idea of today was to make the session as hard as possible to hit the target goal of 30k. And I surpassed my goal, so I'm on a good track.
Were there any moments in the session where you thought, am I going to make it?
2k into my last rep, so around 23k, I was really getting really fatigued. So, you know, it crosses your mind. I'm not going to lie, it does cross your mind, like, am I going to get there? Am I finishing? Is this too much? And then, you know, everyone has a special place they go to, what they think about to calm themselves down. You know, right now, I think about my baby boy, my junior. He just calms me down. I have to finish this, because if I don't finish today, what's that going to do for my mind, you know? What's that going to do to my mental state for my race? You know, if you drop out of a session and it gets hard, what are you going to do in the race? Calm yourself down, keep going, or whatever motivates you, you know? You have to expect it's going to be hard.
In terms of rhythm, I think I noticed a bit at the beginning when you were running with Zane and the guys, sometimes they would be in sync with each other and you would be out. Was that just you controlling your own rhythm and not trying to fall into anyone else's?
Exactly, man. I'm not trying to run like other people, you know? If they were going one pace, I probably would have slipped into their rhythm a whole lot easier, but they were going fast, slow, so you can't go the same pace as them if they're doing, you know, surges and keep their rhythm.
At the front of a race, at the front of a marathon, how often do you find you slide into a rhythm with the rest of the guys? Or
quite often. Top marathoners usually have quite the same cadence, you know, usually. Just follow us a couple of k's down the road. We're not going to do too long, maybe 2k, 3k. 1:33.10. Ah! 1:33.10. 3:06 average.
how did today's workout compare to that big one you did on Moiben just before the hill session we did last time?
The last one was a 38k, completely different type of training. Those long runs are not going to ever get the same pace as day like today. Today, you're really trying to almost hit race pace, a few seconds slower, but you lactate. You really get the race effect with today's session. The long run is more of a grinding mental challenge. Just two different things. The 38k I did is really suggestive of a 2:05 marathon, and what I did today suggests the same thing, maybe even a 2:04. What I did today was, it was special, but I'm not going to go on and on about it. Smile and think about tomorrow. It's very similar to Canova's special block sessions. Canova will get you to do a hard workout like long run in the morning and then do tempo and a track workout in the evening. You know, 2 hard sessions one day. My approach is to do one very hard workout of like long volume all within one session. To me, you know, it's not worth the risk of getting injured doing a special block, going out and doing another crazy workout in the evening. You know, better do one hard session, get that ultimate fatigue like a marathon will bring, and you know, call it a day. Doing it 4 weeks out, there's still enough time to recover.
Are you slowly decreasing mileage? Are you keeping mileage up? What does your week to week look like?
Mileage will stay the same. I'll make adjustments, you know, to my feeling if I need more recovery, especially from a session like this one. I might have 3 days now, maybe 4. But the next session will be like easier fartlek. And if I put something like intervals, I'll be too pressured to do something fast, you know? 2K is enough?
Yeah. You had 2 different bottles with 2 different drinks in it, eh?
Yeah, Morton 320, and then the Morton 320 caffeine. You know,
Okay.
I leave nothing to chance, man. Your body's going to respond in a race to what you're like hydrating on. So I practice the same. Today I hit the caffeine max at 20k, but usually in a marathon I'll hit it at 25. Yeah, just to give you a kick when you're starting to fatigue, you know. I chew caffeine gum before the start, and I have, you know, some 320 mix, so that's enough caffeine until 25. And when the body's starting to crash, and you just pick me up a little bit.
And did you eat anything before the session? You had breakfast, eh?
Yeah, a slice of toast with honey and a cup of black coffee. Usually before a race I'll have something more oatmeal porridge, but that's like 4 hours before the race, you know.